About a month ago, I borrowed my buddy Ron's Gen 3 Primos Gymshocky trigger stick, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I was taking shots out to 300 yards. I love it because of its lightness and portability compared to my old system. This is my Gen 2, and one of the things that I've always hated about this version here is, watch this. I have no idea why they created this to do this little number here. Makes absolutely no sense, because you would get set up in the field, get that thing popped up, and it would always tilt one way or the other. This one does not do that. What I'm going to do today is show you how to put a strap on. I may eventually permanently hard mount my hog saddle onto here, but for now, I'm going to use a strap just to see if it will hold the rifle. I did this when I was out in the field with Ron's, and I think it'll work just fine for both my 6.5 Creedmoor and my 6.5 Grendel. Yes, I swapped out the scope on this for you who've been watching my Grendel series. I had a 1x4, and this is now my 10x40 SWFA. So I'll show you how to get this strap put on here, and we'll try to balance this out. And you need to be quiet, buddy, unless you're saying hi to your YouTube people. Puppy, puppy, puppy. Remove the yoke attachment from the trigger stick. You'll need two 5/32 hex keys. Remove the bottom plate from the yoke. Find you a strap. I purchased a dozen of these 1-inch straps from Amazon for under 20 bucks. While keeping the strap buckle flat on top of the AR handguard, attach the yoke to the bottom of the handguard as you would be mounted onto the trigger stick. Confirm that everything is centered from the bottom view. Using marker, get a rough center of where you will reattach the 1/4-inch bolt from the plate to the yoke. Get out your handy pocket knife. Cut a hole smaller than a 1/4 inch. Grab your bottom plate and reattach it to the strap to the bolt. I use the hex key to screw it on. Make sure it is flat as possible. Reattach the yoke to the bottom plate while the strap is in between, but don't cinch it down all the way. Reattach the plate to the yoke and strap it on top of the trigger stick. Make sure that the strap is aligned with the yoke arms. Also make sure you attach the mount under the trigger stick properly. Once you have everything squared, cinch everything down tightly. The strap should look something like this. Mount your rifle on with the strap and make sure everything holds firmly. You'll have to experiment with your system if you want the strap in the front or on the back of the yoke. I prefer it in the front only because you could tell it's holding the system in play right there. And when I'm ready to move, I could drop it into the lower, and I'm completely hands-free there, and I don't have to worry about it falling out. The last thing you got to make sure is to put in the cinch strap here, because that will hold it into play. And what I love about this is when its portability is when I'm ready to go. If I'm not going to do this one-handed or not, is I basically hit this release. That's it. It's freed up. Anyone interested in this old Primos Gen 2 bipod, comment below and I may come up with a raffle. Stay tuned for my next adventure.